Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190. Check 27. Eyes on 27.
Here's Foreman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing, Hundley. That's complete to Chris Conley. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Now Hundley. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he whips that one incomplete there. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
White Monday!
A first down carry now for Miller. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
spread. 4 down.
Now Carr throwing on second down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Carr going to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. On target over the middle to Hill. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. To throw is Carr. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him, sack number 6 for him on the year. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 51 yards.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Monday down. Express.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jerron Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Flex round.
A carry for Foreman. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run with Foreman, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So out come the Chargers. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll look to throw here. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Come on. Check 31. Ohio! Ohio!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Now Foreman. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Carr now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ohio! I got 87, that's speed, boy. Flex round!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll run with Miller. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Express. 637.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He's going to go deep for Conley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big one there for the Chargers, and even 40 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And able to find Conley. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Hundley. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Hundley. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you guys score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or they'll come back and haunt them later on.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Carr now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up on Levante David. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Nifty move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
24.
Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
7:34.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson.
Monday now. 7:34. 7:34.
Again, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. This is caught, and they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
6:18.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They get it to him running left. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Again, it's Foreman. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 4 on the play. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And now look at him go. The 30. And all the way down to the 26. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Conley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now here come the Ravens. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to look deep for... He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing now is Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Hey, 734.
Carr now on 1st down. He's to the 10. He's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now Carr again. And This is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6:37.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
Hey, 7:34. Get set, get set.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they will take a knee here. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And they take a knee. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
Pull down, pull down. Right there. Listen, hold on.
And they'll run for it with Miller.